All right, guys, so now we are back in the shop again here, and now it's kind of a more relaxing time for me. I get to go ahead and wire up all of these panels that we made. Now, you guys saw me make up the panel that I've got right here. This is the one that's going to have the main power feed, power distribution, EMU, light controller, NEMA, all that kind of stuff is going on to that one right there. You saw that I've also made up the one for the transom with the EOS light controllers. That one's all done. You guys didn't see me do here is make this one up for the fly bridge. This has got a smaller fuse panel on here. This is just a 6-banger right here. Then we've got our Lumalink. That's the brains of the operation here. That's how we get everything into our MFDs, and we're putting that on the network. And then we've got 3 downlight or courtesy light controllers here. In this case, we're going to do, I think, we've got a courtesy light for the fly bridge. We've got the fly bridge overhead and the hardtop overhead. So we've got those right here, all networked together. Cables coming out and then run through these holes, keep everything nice and clean. We have the network cable coming out of this one and then dropping into this. And again, it's just all going to be tidied up behind, and it's going to be a nicer look. And then we just jumpered these next ones here, and then we have a cable coming out here, and we have a network cable labeled and ready to go. That's going to be for our strip light driver that is going to be going on the flybridge lighting for the valance lighting. So we've got that set up there. So now we're going to dig into this and bring our cables in, get this all dressed, and we're also going to go ahead and put a positive and a negative on here as well. And with that, then all we have to do is when we get it on board the boat, we get it mounted, we're going to leave the wire long. We can just hook into our positive, hook into our negative. This thing's all ready to go. Drop power onto it, drop the network cable onto it, and drop in the lights, and bam, we're off to the races. So this just makes life a little bit simpler here. So we'll dig in here. We've got our power cable that comes on this. Nice, it's easy. We've got our trigger wires into this as well, but we want to split them here coming out of this. So we need to actually peel these back more. So it comes up, we're bringing the negatives out of here, positives out of here, and keeping it nice and clean and simple that way. So let's dig in on that. Get the old razor knife out, cut her on back. Peel that on back out of there. Make sure we've got enough to serve what we need, and that looks like that'll be good. Now, if I wanted to, I could use the trigger wires here as well. We've talked about this in some of our other Sundays with Sullys and some of our other videos. The trigger wires are actually kind of slick. If you don't want to have your MFD on, you can go ahead and use the trigger wires to just turn on preset scenes. I got a whole bunch of different variations on how to do that and different ways you can do it, but that's kind of the overly simplified gist of it. You can do a momentary switch to those wires, and there are 4 of them. One of them turns them all off. The other ones are for scenes. So maybe down the road I'll feel feisty and go ahead and do that. So go ahead and we're just going to pull back the positive and negative, and the rest of this will actually bend back on here. We'll put some heat shrink over it to keep it all nice and clean for the time being, and we'll just have our positive and negative. And unfortunately, it's a very low power draw, which is fortunate, but it also means they can get away with doing very small wires on here. I really wish this was like a nice 16 gauge, but again, because of the power draw, it doesn't need to be. So let's go ahead and get these all stripped back here. And then what we're going to do is go into the old handy pack out kit here of things, find ourselves a couple of ring terminals, and make sure that we are properly set up with this. And again, all of these are all going to be done with heat shrink. Let's see, we need red ring terminals right there. Make sure, and then we're also going to be using that ratcheting crimper on here as well to make sure we're just getting a really nice, good, solid crimp on here. So go ahead, we do that. Slide that guy into there. Do a nice little handy crimp job right here. And the old double crimp. The old pull test to make sure it's good and not going to come out. And we'll just do that for the rest of them here. And I'm going to go ahead and dig in on this, and we'll show you the finished product here shortly.